Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Today, two teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown. As we'll see, the Oklahoma Sooners taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Sooners will kick it off to get us underway. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So Alabama's offense will get the first swing of the game. And as this star running back comes onto the field, everybody in the stadium knows he's going to get it. The defense knows it. Doing something about it is quite a different thing.
It's hard to stop him. He's hard to handle because he can do it in so many ways. He can run by you, he can run through you, and he really has the whole package, and that's why he's a superstar, and that's why they'll feed him early and often.
They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Miller with the ball. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. From the gun, wants to pass. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little.
Looking for the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Mack. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A 69-yard touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Oklahoma's offense will have its first possession of the game. This is just a great matchup to watch on the outside, and who can win downfield in the passing game.
Man, this reminds me of 1997, Charles Woodson versus David Boston. 2 physical athletes that are going to be going toe-to-toe all game long.
Yeah, 2 alphas, 2 guys that play the positions where you have to have such confidence, quarterback, wide receiver. Let's see this throwdown.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
They'll try to run for it. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. The Sooners decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. To the air, it's Mack. Fires to the tight end. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Off the RPO, complete. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The back goes in motion. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Haynes. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. And on 2nd down for this offense. Trying play action. They're bringing heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the official spot. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, going up top. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. And the Sooners send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the return, it's Hamilton. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here comes that Alabama offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Mack. Quickly out to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Trying to move them on the counter. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the timing just a hair off. decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Wants to go up top. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Sooners line up to punt it away. He was hoping for a little more running room, and they're able to get him down at the 45. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pulls it in. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Line getting set on second down. Off the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Prentice. And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. And the missed connection on third down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away.
Number 17 in punt formation to kick it away.
And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They've had to punt the last couple of times they've had it, David. Now trying to put something together.
Well, Reese, you know how much I love punters and kickers. Like, you don't want to see them very often. Those are not guys that we want to see on the field. We want to do something else and be a little bit more productive offensively here.
And I think, David, on this drive, the quarterback's just got to settle down. These last few drives, looks like he's seen ghosts. We've seen him force the football. He's missed a couple throws. He needs to just take a deep breath and play within himself.
Got his man! And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. The Sooners will hustle to the line.
And that's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good. You get a completion on a big third down early in the game, and that should give him a lot of confidence calling plays this night. Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the Oaks. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the chains for the first down. And the Sooners are moving quickly down the field.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. Oh, that's one that can mess with your confidence. That is horrible. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. The give is to Miller. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Couldn't pick it up on 2nd down. Now they need a couple on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll bring it back. It's Burks. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Feeling some heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Nothing too exotic about that blitz right there. That's just a middle linebacker coming right up the middle of the field in the teeth of that offensive lineman. Nobody accounted for him, and he gets home.
So now they're staring at a 2nd and long from their 20. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. The Sooners headed quickly to the line. Back to throw, it's Arnold. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They've hit a bit of a lull here, and they need to get things cranked up with this possession, Jesse.
Just haven't had a rhythm these last couple of possessions, but I'll tell you, the best way to get back into one is to run the football. Establish yourselves up front at the line of scrimmage and help keep these 3rd downs manageable.
Yeah, and the best news is your defense at least forced a punt of their own. So now you can go answer with that good stop while this game is still close. Let's just go keep putting more points on the board, and let's see less of the punter.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Grabbed behind the line, it's Miller. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll go to the ground. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. A 3rd and long coming up here. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got an open man. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Going for it all. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kentucky has the lead right now. Feels like it's been this way since the players took the pregame catwalk. But this has been a very close game. They're up by a field goal over Texas. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Back to pass, it's Arnold. Quickly complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Sooners racing to the line in a hurry-up. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. It's reverse. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. And the Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Here comes that Alabama offense. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football, and they've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
Looking for a man. It's Mack. Showing the arm straight down the left side. And he's running in the open. Touchdown tie! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Yeah, and coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it in with a huge play, an 80-yard touchdown pass. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
The RPO, it's complete. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. The Sooners moving quickly to the line.
It's a really nice throw. It's so impressive watching this Oklahoma passing attack now. You think back to Bob Stoops taking over as head coach in 1999 and bringing with him the air raid offense, a style of passing attack that still wasn't very prevalent in college football at the time, but since then they've always had good quarterback play and guys that could play up tempo, make good decisions. This dude right here, he fits in perfectly with what they're trying to do throwing the ball in Norman, Oklahoma.
And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. He wants to throw it again. Firing to the right, complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Caught near the sideline, it's Acha. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. On second down, wants to throw it. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
It's still 3rd and goal. Looking downfield, it's Arnold trying to get to him. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the field goal unit is on the field. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to pass it on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. They'll look to pin him deep. He gets a block. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practice this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
And defenses are taught to stay deep, play prevent in these situations. So I think you could get a good chunk play and then possibly get a field goal to tack on before that.
And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Going up top on first down. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. And it's 3rd down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. And this one splits the uprights.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And holding on to the lead, the offense will simply take a knee, and that's how we will wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that said, let's send it back to the guys at Bryant-Denny Stadium.
Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Got it in the middle, it's Gibson. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. After getting nothing done on the last one, this is a big play, 2nd and long from the 11. They're trying to get to him. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. And passes incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The Sooners will send out the punt unit. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Miller with the ball. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quickly complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense was in the neutral zone.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. Oh, it's a fumble. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Got his man on the right. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. When you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown, DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
And the Sooners want to move quickly. The aerial assault continues. Throws to the back. Caught near the sticks. It's Ocha. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. He wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but it makes life really easy on me on second down.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. He wants it all. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. The give on the inside. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. To the air, it's Arnold. Looking to scramble. Man, he was going to get his jaw jacked. He got down just in time. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Just drives it between the uprights.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes that Alabama offense. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on, be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
Wide open, he makes the catch. And he's brought down after a huge completion. They dialed up the perfect call, splendid execution. Now they've got it threatening. 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking to move it through the air. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
This is a 3rd and long. To throw, it's Mack. Unleashes one deep. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kentucky needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Lexington behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Texas. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking for space. It's Ocha. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. He's now up to 83 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. They'll run play action. Finds his tight end. The Sooners in the hurry-up.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. They'll run the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Looking to throw, it's Arnold. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. The Sooners will punt this one away. A low line drive and short kick. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Fires one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. Makes a move. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. A quick pass to the left. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down to the 42. Offense lining up quickly. Just the ability to move the chains, keep the drive going, sort of quintessential efficiency from a Sooner quarterback.
Yeah, and from a Sooner offense because, Reese, they keep the drive going, but what does that do? Most Oklahoma teams over the years, we see them go fast, and they wear you down throughout a football game. So the quarterback play on those completions that move the sticks, that make you play 3 more plays, 4 more plays, 5 more plays, and just wear you out.
Using his legs, it's Ocha. And the Sooners want to pick up the tempo. On third down, he drops to throw. Intercepted. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Oh, it's a reverse. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. The inside handoff. Snowed under by the defense. Give him 96 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. With the catch, it's Hale. They make the stop right there. Good pickup and still short of the 1st down.
At the 42-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. This offense has a 2nd down play. To the air, it's Mack. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one.
3rd down coming.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Complete to the right. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. He's gonna pass. Finds the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. It's now 2nd down after the short completion. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And how about the complimentary football? This defense getting another sack. They've already got an interception. Offense has played great. Both sides of the football together dominating this football game.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. Bunch formation trying to confuse the secondary. The give is to Miller. At the 35, he's got room. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
You know, in the modern era of college football, with everybody throwing it, it becomes harder and harder for running backs to put up big-time numbers. With that last carry, though, this guy's got 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Wide out in motion. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They go to the ground. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Alabama! And the punishment has been extended. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Kentucky has the lead right now. Feels like it's been this way since the players took the pregame catwalk. But this has been a very close game. They're up by 5 over Texas.
Trying to start the drive with a pass.
Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To the air, it's Arnold. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Throws to the tight end. It's in! Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. And the Sooners will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory. Instead, he'll make the fair catch. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Here's the handoff. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. They'll run the option. And not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Caught over the middle. It's Hale. And he's brought down after a nice gain. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. Wide receiver shows motion. Leaves it with the running back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Dropping back, it's Mack. Fires to the wideout. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Just a short pass to the tight end. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Sooners will line up to punt it away. Running it back, it's Hamilton. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Now this offense is back on the field. He'll keep it himself. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Running game worked on 1st down. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Right back to the well. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
Got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.